and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who feels like when they were dealing with you, they didn't really understand what they wanted, what they were getting from you, or how much they valued you. There were some mixed signals, and I feel like it's partly because they misinterpreted you and what you wanted, and partly because they didn't know how to convey or communicate what they were into or what they were, if they wanted to be in a relationship or not. But there's been some time apart, and this is somebody who has been able to get a little bit more grounded and understand more about what they want or who they are. And I feel like they might want another chance, or they're ready for love and they feel like they found somebody they want to be with. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Kind Heart. Hello, Sakyab. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Nat Nat. How are we doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. We do have a live stream for the members in stars or towers tiers tomorrow morning, so check the post on that. Hello, Constantine. How are you doing? Hello, Joaquin. Oh, and if you're interested in a candle, the link is in the description box for you. We just use that one. We'll go with the Tarot of the Nile. Let's see what else we've got for you. Hello, April. Hello, Cozy Cat. Hello, Shayla. How are we doing? Oh, I hope your headache goes away. You're cute, Shayla. What else do we have? The Four of Wands in the reverse and Judgment. I wish that I had been able to see what I really wanted was a relationship. That maybe by trying to avoid heartbreak, or maybe by being a little bit too focused on work, I missed out on something that could have been really great. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Fool. I do feel like this is somebody who has taken stock of their life and realized they want to do things differently. They see now that they feel a little bit lonely, or they feel like their life is not necessarily where they want it to be, in part because they have not prioritized love, or in part because they kind of like shut off that part of themselves in order to focus on other pursuits. What else do we have? Six of Cups and the Moon with the Emperor. So I feel like this is someone who wants to have a family. I feel like this is someone who is successful, or who has been able to achieve much of their goals. It could have been a very difficult path to get the degree that they were working towards. It could have been really difficult to become, partner at a firm. But we have someone who feels this level of accomplishment, and at the same time, they feel like they are running behind because they don't have the more emotional side of their life covered. They feel like they've kind of starved that side. King of Pentacles in the reverse. I do think some people would describe the Emperor as materialistic. This is someone who has been defensive in the past about whether or not it's the right time, and basically said, like, my hands are tied, I wish I could, but I've got too much going on, or I really do need to make sure that this is a priority. This is my focus. This is the project, and it'll be done in like a year, and then I can do what I want. This is someone who is justifying not going for love, not pursuing a long-term relationship, and instead prioritizing money. Hello to Mike, what's going on? The World, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 7 of Wands. Okay. It feels to this person that because they've put so much effort into their finances, or because they are seen as somebody who is successful, they might have a reputation, they might have a following online, they might have, you know, a really popular book, maybe it's a New York bestseller. They're a little bit overwhelmed at the idea of dating because they do feel like there would be people interested in dating them for the wrong reasons, i.e. the money, right? This is the Masonic Tarot. Hey Lemonade, what's up? What else do we have? Oh, and keep in mind with the Masonic Tarot, the mallets correspond to earth energy, so that would be replacing pentacles. And gold is associated with fire. It's a little confusing, but I know you got it. Two of Cups, the Sun and the reverse, and the Star. Healing. I realize that what I'm missing in my life is not like another house or another car or another million. Whatever they are saying they don't need more of as far as success, it's been a stark contrast to what they really are missing, which is that companionship or that ability to trust someone. Maybe they've got some good friends, but they don't have, you know, their soulmate. They don't have the person that they would want to start that family with. Nine of Gold, which is the Nine of Wands, and the 10 of Gold in the reverse, or the 10 of Wands. We've gotten both of those cards already. Yeah, they're feeling overwhelmed. It's like, maybe this is just too difficult. I don't know how I'm going to be able to offer up that much time to try to find someone when it feels so difficult. How am I going to be able to find my soulmate or that person now that I've waited a little bit, or now that there are people who kind of see me as a target? Like, they need a spam filter for their romantic life. This Empress is who they're looking for. The Emperor wants to be able to have a family, and the Empress can often talk about pregnancy. So I do feel like this is, are you looking for a serious relationship, and do you intend to have children? Because that is where I'm at. That's their focus, along with the love. Don't get me wrong. Six of Cups in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse. So there's a new person that crosses the Emperor's path, and I feel like they don't see that this is somebody worthy of dating at the outset. I think they misjudge this person, or they look down their nose at them. Maybe they're just distracted. Maybe they're working. Maybe they're not in that mindset. But it's like the universe says, okay, you asked for an Empress. Here you go. That was great timing with the super chat, by the way. Here you go. Why are you walking the other way, though? Because, like, I thought that's what you were looking for. This Empress is potentially going to get completely missed by the Emperor because they are very particular, or they feel like they know how they're supposed to meet this person. It might be more serendipitous than they're expecting. Thank you, Lee. Let me write that down for you. Will the ex be living with his niece for much longer? Oops. Will the ex much longer? Awesome. I've got that written down for you, Lee. Thank you. Filter all the toxins. Yep. What else? The Emperor. Yep, this is someone who's saying, I'm ready, I've got this figured out, I know I want this quality or these qualities in a person. You know, maybe they're a little too specific in terms of what they're looking for. But we have someone who's saying, I'm not going to get into a relationship or a connection with just anybody. I've got to be very particular. They don't want to waste any time. because they feel like a rush in order to start this family. I mean, you like want to get to know the person a little bit too, right? Seven of Swords in the reverse. So this is somebody who realizes that they've been kind of like lying to themselves that they were happy with what was going on in their life. I do feel like they're ready to make changes, but they might not be as committed to it as they should be. It's like, yes, I can do that, but I'm only going to make this much change. I expect the rest of it to happen by magic. They're wanting more than they're willing to change. So it could be a little bit of a tug of war initially. Trying to acknowledge, okay, I might have to go on some dates with people that I'm not actually interested in. I might have to kiss a few frogs, right? The High Priest and the King of Swords. This is someone who's like about to hire Patty Stanger. This is someone who's like, I have so much important work to do. I really just need to find the love of my life by like Thursday, maybe Friday. Does that work? How much time do you need? How long does this usually take? I just want to find an expert. The King of Swords is the expert to help me figure out how to get into this relationship and be happy. And then I can get back to working a lot. I don't know if that's the best approach, but here we are. This is the reading. Let's see what we've got. Hello, Kaden. How are you doing today? Oh, don't talk about chips and dip. What? Why would you do that to me, Lemonade? Now I need chips and dip in my life, and I probably don't have any guacamole. Anyways. We've got the cuffing season card. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship and on the hunt. This is like increasing sense of urgency, right? The first one's like, yeah, I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. Like, I'm ready to meet some people. It'll be fun. And then like level 2 is, okay, I'm ready for a relationship, you know, like fighting stance. But no, this is hunting season. This is like, what kind of gear do I have access to in order to be able to expedite this hunt? Like, I need to find this person in the next 7 days. Like, they're rushing. This is someone who feels like they've reached a particular milestone that enables them to like unlock the family thing. I got partner in the firm was a pretty good example that would align with that, right? Or somebody literally graduating with their degree. Maybe it's somebody who's starting their own business, but there is this accomplishment where I've been working for years to get to this point, and now that I'm here, I need to focus on finding a romantic partner and babies. They want a family so bad. Ghost, no closure, cowardice, disappearing act, and receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. The problem is this person already has a reputation. So I don't know if they live in a small town. Maybe it's a medium-sized town, but they got a reputation. Doesn't matter how many people they are, they got a reputation. And that reputation is love them and leave them, or not even maybe love them. This is someone who has a reputation for being distracted or materialistic or unwilling to connect in a real emotional, meaningful way. So the problem is they have to like kind of revamp their reputation. They have to find some way to show that they've been working on that. And I do have to give them some credit because we did have this Nourish card come out at the beginning. I do think they've worked on some things. I just feel like this is somebody who's trying to like speed run it. And the universe is like, can you sit down, please? We haven't called your number yet. The piece of paper you're holding, see how it has a number on it? See that number right there? That's not your number, is it? We have bye, Felicia, peace and out, thank you next, leaving and not caring. This is their reputation. You go out on dates, you see people a couple times, and then you don't text them back. You don't call them back. People feel like you just discard the romantic interest that you've dated in the past. So why would they sign up to date with you or to date you now just because you're saying, okay, now I'm ready to date? I'm gonna be like, fool me once, shame on, how does it go again? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? This is someone who's like got some major PR issues because everyone sees them as more appropriate for a rebound and not appropriate for a relationship. Like, nice try, but we know what you really like. Maybe this person needs to move. They have a reputation for being very focused on the physical intimacy and not interested in the emotional intimacy. And now they're like, hey, no, I swear, I'm like interested in emotions and stuff. I'm like super into it. And people don't believe them. They're like, prove it. Do a relationship. Let somebody else be the first one to try, the guinea pig. But I'm not going to do it. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. What else? Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, High Priestess. I think we have a trusted friend. This High Priestess is somebody that knows the end. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. It was stuck on the live chat. Hold on, I have to say hello. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for the tip. Let me write that down for you real quick. Energy between C and his karmic. And where do you fit in? I've added that for you. Hello, Shane. It's just a tip system. Just make sure that you include your question in the super in the super chat bubble. I'm guessing one of my awesome mods have already told you. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry if I missed you. Hello, Lyric. Or Lyrical? Sorry. You're probably going for the alliteration, aren't you? Lyrical looks like... I like it. I know. There's a T for tarot in the end, but like the Wicked Wands thing is kind of like working for it, right? And thank you for the compliment on my necklace. Hello, Stargazer. How are you doing? Hello, cool girl. How are you? I hope you've been well. Let me know if you want me just to pull some random cards for you if you have a specific question. All right. So look, this is somebody who's talking to a close friend. They're like, hey, bestie, I have this problem where everyone thinks I'm just going to leave them. I have this problem where everyone expects me to just leave them in a state of confusion or ghost them and not tell them that was, what was going on, even if we have like a really great date. Why does everyone think I'm a liar? And this High Priestess is like, what are you really asking? Like, it seems like you've just answered the question. So basically, people are judging you based on your past behavior? So what do you want to do? Like throw a magical ball and have like a plane that flies overhead and it has a sign behind it that says, guess what? I like commitment now. Blast Beyonce's Put a Ring on It. This is someone who's trying to figure out, like, how do I change everybody's opinion of me? How do I get them to take me seriously in terms of relationships when it seems like they all expect me to ghost them or not be interested in something serious? But, like, now I want a family and stuff. I think this friend is trying to put together a strategy. How can we tell everybody that you're better now? How can we tell everyone that you're serious now? You're into it. You want to like actually be in a relationship. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I hope it's going well. What are Marvin's thoughts? All right, about connection. Awesome. Thank you, cool girl. Oh, shoot. We have two cool girls. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, cool girl 25 and cool girl 35. I know it's 3503, but I'm going with 25 and 35, okay? So cool girl 35's question I wrote down first, but I'm gonna put an asterisk by cool girl 25 because you tipped first. Does my friend like me? And also, since you're both cool girls, I don't know, maybe get along, be like new besties. That was a fun test, but I think I figured it out. Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. So look, we got somebody who's saying, we got to throw you a party. It's like a housewarming, except for we're going to tell everybody that you grew up and you're no longer an like, I don't know if I should say that because I don't want everyone to assume that this emperor has to be a man. There are absolutely deviations from that gender. It's just an energy that I'm reading, not physicality, right? But this is somebody who has been very focused on career, and people have just kind of accepted they're not interested in a relationship, or they don't ever seem to get serious. So I'm just going to accept that they're not like that. So now they're trying to, it's like, I got to create like an advertisement and put it on all the social medias and let everyone know that I've discovered my King of Cups energy, the emotional side. So at one point, Sears was saying the softer side, right? The softer side of Sears, because they had like so many different departments. I feel like this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to be like, hey, I know you've come to us for years in order to get your oil change or to get that tool that you don't have when you're building a deck out back. But here's the cool thing. Here at the Emperor's Heart, we are now also capable of loving and communicating. This is someone who's like, I'm multifaceted, guys. I know you only knew me as this person who makes a lot of money and like, I don't know, maybe has like good fashion or something. But I've also been trying to figure out how to actually be comfortable with emotions. Isn't that exciting? I would really like to see that kind of commercial. I bet it would be funny, don't you think? Hey guys. Sorry, I really need to stop doing that. Let's just focus on the tarot reading. All right, this is the romantic Lenormand. Let's see how romantic this person is. What were those advertisements for like going on a date? So I'm thinking of lowered expectations. I feel like that was maybe on Mad. And then there was like, Love Connection? Yeah? Is that the old one? Yes, I think that's fair, Rachel. I think they were quite good at that. So we have the owls, number 12. This talks about communication, but might have a little bit of a connotation of that reputation, right? I know that when you talk about me, you talk about how I've never settled down, or I only go on first dates and never make it to the second date. They know it. So how can I let you all know that I've gone through some sort of spiritual awakening? I see things differently, and what I really want is to have a family. Maybe this person had like a near-death experience or something, but I do think that they have this desire to make it clear, I'm not just flirting because I think you're attractive. I actually want to be in a relationship, and I want to find the person I can have a family with. Yeah. Lilies, number 30. We have two different flowers, which is interesting. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think this is also a little bit of a reference to somebody who wants to start a family, feeling like they are ready for like some of the happier memories, or I've been working diligently so that I could get to a comfortable place financially to afford the house with the yard that's fenced in and the dog and the kids and whatever, right? This is someone who's realizing they need to find a way to be able to offer the softer side in a way that comes through as genuine, but also challenges the preconceptions that people already have about their dating habits, because they have not been good. They have been too comfortable ghosting people and too comfortable going for the like one night stand type thing. And then we also have the stars. Why do I feel like this person is told some like specific detail, like they have this color hair, or their astrological sign is this, or you're gonna meet them in May. There's something here that this person is really particular about pertaining to their future spouse that they feel certain is true. It could even be that they had a dream themselves about this. I think we need the Prisma Visions. Hello, Santiago. Hello, Robert. How we doing? All right, what else do we have? The Sun in the reverse. I love this card. It makes me think of the time that I left my like 24 or like 36 pack of crayons in my dad's van in the sunlight. Do you know it's not fun to clean out of a van? Wax. Crayons. This is somebody who I feel is trying to erase like their history. Like, I know you know certain things about me and they were true. That's how I used to be. But what if I've decided that's not me anymore? What if I've decided I want to be like a good person? What if I've decided I really do want to be in an actual relationship? What can I say to like get you to believe me? Lovers in the reverse. Tiny elephants in the reverse. Hold on, I have this written down. Instinct, intuition, and migration. This is like when someone that is not well liked at school or at work walks into like the break room or the lunchroom, and people are like, uh-oh. Like they leave early because they don't want to be around this person. These are people who would swipe left because they know this person's reputation. Like, you're not serious. Okay, so like, how are they going to deal with this? What's that commercial like? Is it Emperor, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, and the Fool in the reverse? This is like someone making a video for social media, just like as smarmy or weird as what I was just doing. Like, hey guys, so I know you've known me for years and I've pretty much banged everybody in this town, but I'd really like to let you all know that actually now I'm looking for a serious relationship and I'm ready to have some kids. Like, sitting by a fire, like they have like a drink and maybe like a book in their lap, you know? Looking all sharp. Maybe they got a really nice sweater on. This is like highly amusing for me. I don't know if this is somebody who's like a celebrity or what, but they don't think that people are going to take them seriously unless they like call themselves out. They're like, yeah, you know what? I was kind of a player. But now I like actually want to be in a relationship. Maybe it is an ad for a dating site. Maybe they are going to work with Patty Stanger. If she watches this, I love you. Her show cracked me up. 9 of Wands in the reverse, 4 of Pentacles. People are holding back. So I feel like this is someone who feels like they have to outsource it. They have to hire someone. That King of Swords, the expert. So filling out a dating profile or making a video advertising themselves, like I said, is their strategy, and I don't know if it's enough of one. They might need a makeover. They might need to move. I'm sorry to sound so drastic, but this person really did get everyone in town to see them as like a heartbreaker. You just, you know, swoop in for some physical intimacy and then you're gone. So like, I'm not going to take you seriously. Maybe they end up deciding to move. I don't know if their little dating app commercial is going to work out. We'll see. I would like to be a little bit more optimistic for their sake, but I think this is getting pretty challenging for them. We're at 31 minutes, so I'm going to do just a couple more cards from the signs of the times, and then we're going to start with the personal questions. Hello, Matt. How's it going? Hello, Kay Garrett. What's up? That's funny. Yep, that sounds about right. And does he have a douche stash? Yeah. Patience. Whoever this emperor is, they're being told to like slow their roll, like just chill. It's not going to happen overnight. I know you'd really like to meet the love of your life by Thursday, but that's just kind of rushing things. So they have to do something to disrupt the normal routine, or they have to be willing to like move. They have to get into a different circle. They have to meet some new people. People who haven't already heard this person's reputation for being a bit non-committal. Hear me and my emotions. We've been good friends since age 6. Like, how can I make it seem to everybody that I've actually acknowledged those things that I needed to work on? Are they perfect? No, but I do think that they've made an effort to be like, that was not graceful, sorry. Hold, please. To be in a better state of mind and to be more considerate in a relationship. But I do think they're just a little bit socially awkward, and that's okay because you know what? Some of my favorite people are. Let's see what we've got with the Egyptian Tarot for our personal questions. We've got Lee, and then we've got Stephanie, and then we've got 2 different cool girls. I believe it was Cool Girl 25 first, and then Cool Girl 35. Lee is asking, will the ex be staying with the niece much longer? Yes. The number 6, I feel like 6 weeks. Ace of Cups. This is like if I have some, I don't know, if you're letting me stay, then I'm not going to be quick to walk away from it. I want to get like every ounce of juice out of that orange, you know? And with the Devil in the reverse, we have somebody who doesn't want to deal with conflict. The Fool in the reverse and the Page of Cups. I feel like this is someone who's going to wear out their welcome, though. I feel like this is like, I could stay a little bit longer, but you push it too much, and then it's going to start to cause some serious problems. Hello, Crowfire. How are you doing? That's such a nice way to say it. Thank you. I love y'all, too. Did I say hello to Gianna yet? So Lee, I do feel like there is someone here who is maybe not approaching things in the most honest way, and that could cause an argument which might shorten this tenure or this time together. But I do feel like the number 6 is important. All right, let's see what we've got for Stephanie. This is the Morgan Greer. What is the energy between C and the karmic? Three of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands in the reverse. Stop talking to someone or end that friendship or block that person or I'm walking away. It's very direct, but I feel like there's an argument here. There's some jealousy. I don't know if I can trust you. Why are you talking to that person? Why do you follow that person? And if you don't change that, then I'm going to leave. Hello, Happy. How are you doing? Hello, Cyber Johnny. What's up? Yeah, there's like an argument or something that's got someone like, I will pack up my stuff right now, or I will end this right now. Like, I'm not interested in dealing with this. Are you going to block that person? Are you going to stop talking to them or not? And where does Stephanie fit into this energy? Are they talking about Stephanie? I do feel like there's some sensitivity here around you. It may not only be you, it might be more than one, but I do feel like we have somebody who's basically saying, if you want to have access to me or if you want to be in my life, then I expect you to stop talking to all those people, or I expect you to no longer have a roster, or I expect you to like post me on your social media. Make it clear that you're with me. Otherwise, I'm out. So there's kind of frustrating, at least for C, because I don't think C likes this conversation. It's like, you're going to make me like the person that everybody knows is your partner, or are you going to try to be like a roster haver? I don't know. It seems a little contentious, so there might be a little bit of a need for them to take some time away from each other. Let's see. Cool girl, we're gonna go with Cat's Eye Tarot. So cool girl 25, we've got, does my friend like me? Does cool girl's friend like cool girl? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Swords. No, I think this is somebody who is pretty reserved or feels like there's a boundary. Four of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who feels like the connection between the two of you would maybe be unstable or difficult to sustain. Queen of Pentacles. Do they feel like they're the one who would make it unstable? No, they feel like you would be the problem. But why is this person... It's like they're interested in getting to know you. They're like looking through your social media. Why is this person so interested? Justice in the reverse. I feel like this is more so somebody has a little bit of a grudge against you, or they're frustrated with maybe someone else chose you or said that they're interested in you and they're not interested in this person. Maybe they're just like comparing lives and they feel a little bit threatened by you. I don't get necessarily that this is like crush energy, but I feel like this person is watching you. Page of Swords, spying, Ace of Swords. They're looking for something in particular. Like, see, I knew you knew that person, or I knew you would say that, or I knew you were planning on going to that party. They're watching you, though. That's strange. They're mad about something. Hello, Ricky. How are you doing? We've got Cool Girl 35 up next. And we've got, what are Marvin's thoughts about the connection? What do I use? What are Marvin's thoughts about the connection with Cool Girl 35, please? Four of Petals or Four of Pentacles, Page of Jars or the Page of Cups, Five of Wicks, which is the Five of Wands, and the Five of Crystals or Five of Swords. This is someone who is having a little bit of anxiety or has a little bit of a battle in their mind right now. So is there someone else that Marvin is talking to? Marvin is talking to you and someone else. So it's like there's this holding back. Like, I don't know if I could choose, so I have to like figure out what I can so that I can choose. Is this person actually going to choose one person? King of Jars in the reverse. Queen of Jars. It's like a coin toss. Are they going back and forth trying to figure out what to do? No. Three of Cups in the reverse. I think this is somebody who is not feeling that bad about talking to multiple people. Do they want a relationship? Yes, but I do feel like this person is going to be single for a little while. They're not ready to dive in quite yet. How do they actually feel about Cool Girl, though? Very attracted to you. Feels like there's something about you that draws them in. I mean, they're looking at you as the Knight of Wands, the Star, and the Empress. So I do feel like they have like hearts in their eyes for you. I do feel like this is somebody who thinks that there could be a lot of like happy memories with you, but I don't know that they're very eager to make things exclusive, and maybe that's where you're at too. It just feels to me like there's something else kind of distracting, or someone else kind of distracting this person, and it might need a conversation where you can clarify what you expect or what you would consider respectful, right? All right. I hope that helps. I love you all. Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome. And I'm sending you a hug, Cool Girl. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. And if you're able to hype, I appreciate that too. I'll see you on the next reading.